boxing. Man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out. All right, let's talk some boxing. Got some good boxing content lined up for the day, so let me start chopping it up. But I appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Sharing the video is the best way to help the channel out. So I appreciate everybody who do share the video. Just share. That's what I'm asking. And obviously subscribe if you haven't. But we're going to talk about Devin Haney towards the end, his imagination that he being ducked. Also, we're going to got some news on Canelo and what could be going down with Canelo. You may not be seeing Canelo for a while, a little bit further on. But first, let's talk about Ryan and Luke Campbell. I thought that deal was going to be done and finalized very soon, but they're having some complications. So appreciate everybody for checking back in. Let's get it in one time for the one time. And what's going on with Ryan and Luke is that it could go to purse bid, all right? If they do finalize the deal before it has to go to purse bid, the fight will be October 31st or October 24th, which was being told to me. If they can finalize a deal before going to purse bid, and if it goes to purse bid, Ryan Garcia is probably going to get less money than what he's asking for. And it sounds like Ryan is pricing himself out. No inside information. That's how I'm looking at it. So Ryan may be asking for more money than what he deserves. And that's crazy because you have situations where, these dudes are asking for a tremendous amount of money and they ain't done nothing. You know, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? These dudes are asking for a tremendous amount of money. And, you know, shit, they just start headlining. They ain't sold nothing. So it's sad. You know, remember these young dudes were so ambitious, and I'll fight Devin, I'll fight Loma, you know, I'll fight anybody. Now, you know, when it gets to finalizing fight deals, now they think they're bigger than what they is. They want big boy purses. You know what I'm saying? And that's how boxing is going to be going on. As we move forward, you know, everybody gonna want more money than what they worth, and not even the pandemic is gonna reset the pay scale. You know what I'm saying? And it's truly unfortunate because, you know, Ryan ain't done nothing. You know, at this point, Floyd was taking what he can get. Roy was taking what he can get. James Toney was taking what he can get. Marvin Hagler was taking what he can get. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these dudes come out the amateurs like Sugar Ray Leonard or Oscar De La Hoya with a gold, well, out the Olympics with a gold medal. But everybody think they entitled to more money than they ever got before. And when people say, I can't wait till this young generation come up, it's going to be repetitive. They're going to repeat the cycle of wanting more and more money when they don't deserve it. So at the end of the day, when I hear these dudes talking about, I want to fight the best, I want to fight this guy, that guy, this guy, and the third. No, they don't, because they don't want to fight for what the money is going to be, what it's going to be worth right now. And it's truly, truly unfortunate that it's going like this. But I can see a situation where Ryan pull out this shit, man. If they go to a purse bid, and let somebody else from the outside come in and get the purse bid, and somebody could, you know, PBC can come in, Top Rank can come in, you know, any promoter can come in and win the purse bid and get the rights to the fight and put it on their platform. But they're not going to put up, ain't no promoter about to put up a whole bunch of money on that fight because Luke Campbell not a name and Ryan not a name. So if they say, okay, we put up, you know, let's just say they put up $4 million for the fight and 2 go to Ryan and 2 go to, you know, Luke Campbell. You know, will Ryan be happy with making $2 million? Because he priced himself out versus not Javier Fortuna, but I heard he ducked that one too. He priced himself out versus Jorge Linares. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he won a tremendous amount of money. Like I said before, Golden Boy just can't get right. So if they get a deal done, it'll be October 31st, October 24th, one of those 2 dates, I believe. But right now, you know, it's trending towards it's going to a purse bid. And if you go to a purse bid and somebody put up $2 million, they get $1 million apiece, or somebody, whatever it may be, and it's a number that Ryan don't like, I think Ryan gonna walk away from it. So, you know, at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia think he bigger than what he is because he got them little girls following him and the little teenagers following him. They don't have the bag. You know what I'm saying? The adults have the bag. You know, but, you know, once again, De La Hoya can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? Eddie can't get it right. This dude, somebody want a lot of money. You know, and then again, what you got to remember too is he not fighting Devin Haney after this. No way. That's the word on the street. He not fighting Devin after this. You know, after this, he supposed to be fighting Tank. You know, so if he can get past Luke Campbell, you know, he supposed to be going into a Tank fight. So this is supposed to create a mandatory for Devin Haney, and then Linares and Fortuna it's supposed to create another mandatory. So Devin's going to have 2 mandatories after this voluntary fight. And at the end of the day, he might end up having 1. Everything that's being said is Ryan is probably going to fight Gervonta Davis. If Davis win over Leo, don't get no more trouble and don't have an injury. Same thing for Ryan. He went over Luke or whoever he fight next. So to be honest, I don't think Ryan really want to take a chance versus Luke Campbell, to be honest. I don't really think he want to. You know what I'm saying? They arguing over money. He think he bigger than what he is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I deserve $1 or $2 million. That ain't no big fight. Ain't nobody checking for you. They talking about, oh, he had a good pull at, in Anaheim, and he pulls. It was a nice pull, but it ain't no, ain't no huge pull. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they fighting behind the scenes. But ain't nobody want to take a pay cut. So if they don't want to take a pay cut, I am as a promoter, man, or I am as a network is the DAZN, so be it, You take it or leave it. It go to purse bid, and whoever win purse bid, if it ain't enough, we push you on. You can wait till the pandemic is over with, which could be a year, 2 years, 6 months, a few months. And then we can wait till we get fans back in attendance. But that's not going to be for a while. That's how I am. These fucking promoters are babying these fighters too much. Fuck that. I mean, this is what you offered. This is what I can do. We can negotiate a little bit, see if we can come to a common ground. These niggas been negotiating for almost a month now, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like this. Like, all right, go to purse bid. If you don't take it, we move on. Straight up and down. Ryan, you can sit on the shelf. I shelf these dudes. Real talk, I shelf them. All right, I shelf them until we get fans back. After a while, when them bills keep coming, and ain't no money really coming in for real, Ryan got sponsorships, though, so he gonna eat. Then you ain't got to fight. Man, I ain't tripping with me. I ain't kissing no ass. This is what I can offer you. Sit on the shelf. If we go to purse bid, you want it? Not? All right, bye. De La Hoya trying to protect his interest in Ryan Garcia. But Ryan didn't want to fight Linares. And I'm tired of these fighters talking out the side of their... Ain't nobody asked Ryan to talk out the side of his neck to Linares. Ain't nobody asked Ryan to talk out the side of the neck to Luke Campbell or talk out the side of his neck to Devin Haney. Nobody asked him to do this. He just be talking, man. And that's why people can't wait to see his ass get knocked out. It ain't because people don't like the kid for who he is or because he Mexican or whatever situation. People don't like him because he a pump faker. Motherfuckers know he's an imposter. You know what I'm saying? People don't think Ryan Garcia is a blue chip. He's just a popular fighter. People don't think he could really fight. Remember Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat movie? He was kicking all them dudes' ass when people just thought he was a fake and he really didn't know martial arts and he was just a movie fake. That's not how people look at Ryan Garcia. As a fake. Until he proved that he can do something, people think it's fight stage and they set up. Like Golden Boy is just a terrible company at this point. But hey, could go to purse bid. If you go to purse bid and the number ain't good enough, then I can see Ryan walking away from the fight. That's just my opinion on that one. So Canelo Alvarez is in a bit of a pickle. Let's start off about Canelo. He is in the pickle. He probably won't fight on September 12th unless a miracle. They still trying to figure out his opponent. You know what I'm saying? Basically, Golden Boy don't want to take the loss. And DAZN don't want to take the loss. So they can't afford Canelo and his opponent right now. So Callum Smith still ain't got his $6 million. Demetrius Andrade still waiting. They still talking about Torian Johnson or whoever the hell they was talking about fighting. There's another guy. I'm trying to think who it was. Jason Quigley. They still talking about those fights. So at the same time, they can't put it on September 12th because it's too close from California. The StubHub Center in LA County is too close to Las Vegas, and that'll be taking, money away from them. Also, they can't finalize an opponent. The DAZN can't afford Canelo. Golden Boy can't afford Canelo, so they trying to wait. Canelo probably gonna wait till they can have fans. So he ain't taking a significant enough pay cut. All right, and right now his opponents don't want to take a significant enough pay cut, and the guys that do want to take the pay cut, the DAZN don't want to improve them. So Canelo gonna have to wait till they have fans in the building, man. So it sounds like Canelo can come back in November. You know what I'm saying? Where they can have fans or, even later. So right now, nobody want to take the loss. So the DAZN is completely out of money. Because when Danny Jacobs fought Canelo, they closed the gap financially. That's how Danny ended up getting, $12 to $15 million. That ain't what Golden Boy was offering. The DAZN financially made up the gap. Kovalev as well, I think they financially probably made up the gap in that one. I'm not 100% sure. That's how Kovalev ended up getting, $10 or $11 million. And it was being said that half of that, or some of that money, $2 million, went to Top Rank to allow him to go over to the DAZN. So, you know, with Canelo, it's basically like, you know, he ain't gonna take no skiffing pay cut. The zone can't afford it. They can't afford him and the opponent. And this is what happened when you overpay somebody. They just didn't overpay Canelo. They massively overpaid Canelo. Canelo wouldn't generate $35 million in pay-per-view money every time, not fighting the opponents that he fighting. But, you know, at the end of the day, the zone gonna have to live with that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, right now he may not come back till November. He may not come back to their fans. And if without a gate, they can't afford Canelo. So, you know, people talking about him fighting the Tuesday before Mexican Independence Day. They don't like it's gonna happen. Then he not probably gonna fight in October. Shit, he may not fight in November. Whenever fans come back, and fans may not be back for a long time. Now the NFL is preparing to have fans in some capacity. You know, so maybe they can do, you know, some capacity. But once again, that's still not gonna generate the gate at all. You know, it's not going to generate a gate, which you have. He fight at the T-Mobile Arena, let's say that, and they did 10,000 fans. It's still not going to bring the gate they want, you know, at all. So it's looking kind of bad for him right now. But then again, I don't think nobody cared if Canelo fight or not. You know the outcome of the Canelo fight. He not getting beat. All those stipulations, all these asterisks and all that stuff, the testing and all of that, we know. I don't think nobody losing no sleep if Canelo do or don't fight. Not real boxing fans at all. But they was supposed to have put his fight at the MGM Convention Center, where Top Rank was holding their fights at. But once again, other fighters and promoters, or other promoters are booking the venues, and he really don't have nowhere to go, and they can't afford it without fights. So let's let you know, Golden Boy don't have no money. The Zone don't have no money. So hopefully the Zone is on its way out. You know what I'm saying? All the Zone did was complicate boxing. That's it. It didn't build no stars. It was never going to build no stars on no app. All right? Ryan Garcia got hurt on there. Everybody on there. So hopefully they file bankruptcy. Hopefully they get out of boxing. And we could just figure out what, you know, PBC and Top Rank going to do. And if I'm ESPN, I'm thinking about cutting Top Rank off too, because they're not bringing shit to the table at this point. You know what I'm saying? All them pedestrian and mundane fights they're bringing on, you know, boxing probably going to find themselves, you know, on an app, on their own individual apps. But it was some talks about Top Rank, you know, purchasing its own TV network, you know what I'm saying, before they got with ESPN. So that is what it is. Let's close it out. Devin Haney was calling all these fighters Doug Tank, Adrian Broner. You know, I don't know how you call Adrian Broner Doug, and he don't even fight at 135. And Ryan and Doug and this, that, and the third. But Tank is fighting Leo on pay-per-view. Ryan may be fighting Luke Campbell. And whoever else he put on the picture. You want to put Fortuna. Fortuna fighting Linares. Fortuna fighting on your network in a better fight than you fighting on with Gamboa, possibly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, Ryan is just a dude that signed a bad deal with Matchroom. He signed to a slave trader, and he signed to a guy that can't get him the fights. His skill was already going to, you know, not get on the fights that he want. He going through the same thing Shakur Stevenson going through. But signing with Eddie Hearn was a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna make a deal with Eddie Hearn, especially to fight a guy that got so many dominant traits in Devin Haney. You know, hand speed, boxing, foot speed, power. You know what I'm saying? He got the complete package. The only thing we need to know is, can he do it on a high level and can he take it on the chops? Devin Haney is probably gonna be the future of boxing, especially if he didn't sign with Eddie Hearn. But don't sit here and throw other niggas under the bus and throw other fighters under the bus because you in a fucked up predicament. That's some whole shit. That's like we all go do something and you get caught. And you say, oh, you know, CJ was with me and he was with me. And you start snitching on, bro. Everybody living their best life. Everybody got a big fight. And you fighting Pasta Gamboa. Ain't nobody going to tune in for that one. That's the Zone probably shit. I don't going to want to cut Devin Haney if they see them numbers, dog. So you signed a bad deal. Nobody fought with you. You could have signed with Bob. You could have signed with Al. You could have signed with Floyd. I understand why you didn't want to fight sign with Floyd, but at the same time, you know, ain't nobody ducking you. You just signed on the wrong side of the street, in my Earl Smith voice. You know, you signed to a situation where for 2 weight classes, you know, you shit for 3. Like shit, what's going on? 35 was controlled by Top Rank. Right now, 40 is controlled by Top Rank, and then PBC got a lot of fighters there. And then 47 is controlled by PBC. So, you know, you signed to the wrong people. Unless the climate or the landscape changes, and it could change at any given time. But right now, Eddie Hearn can't deliver the fights that Devin Haney want, Devin Haney need. He gonna be stuck fighting Gamboas and the Davadibs and Santiago's and Diego's and Doors and stuff of that nature. And you know, you're not getting no shine on the you're not getting no shine on the damn on the zone. Don't nobody even know who the fuck you is. Just like Ryan Garcia. Only people that know who Ryan is kids and people that watch your social media. Other than that, the zone ain't promoting y'all the right way. Y'all went for the money, you know, over everything else. And that's what happened. You can have all the money in the world and be unhappy. A lot of people figured that out. You know, Robin Williams was one of the funniest comedians, one of my favorite childhood actors. You know what I'm saying? Popeye, Hook, Mrs. Doubtfire, he go on and on and on. And he ended up killing himself. All the money, all the clout, you know, funniest dude in the world, seemed like one of the coolest dudes in the world. And same thing Devin gonna go through. Devin looking at all the money he got, and it's a great cancellation prize. But then again, all his boxing goals not gonna come true. Nobody respect him as a champion. That's facts. And he not gonna get none of the fights he want to get because he too good and he got the wrong promoter. And even if you had the right promoter, it's showing that if you on their shit list, you ain't getting the fights that you want to get. So hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? My Cash App is CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well. But the best way to subscribe if you haven't, hit the subscribe. Best way to donate if you haven't is hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, thumbs up the video, comment. But other than that, share the video, man. It's the best way you can help out every time. So y'all know what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. One time for the one time, we gone.